I'm the type of dude that can enjoy a struggle meal here and there. And by a struggle meal, I don't mean ramen noodles. I don't mean a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, because all of that got gentrified. That's no longer considered struggle meals. You feel me? That's more of a pastime snack. When I'm talking about a struggle meal, I mean things that we didn't understand with struggle meals. Like, I asked a motherfucker today, how do you feel about meatloaf? And he was like, I really can't fuck with it unless somebody else make it. And I'm thinking, how can you not fuck with meatloaf when that's all niggas had was loaves of meat when they was broke?
Oh no!
You're like, what you mean, bro? I was like, nah, nigga. Think about it. You only want meatloaf when someone else makes it, because you too busy thinking that you too good for that shit. It is only 3 ingredients in meatloaf, nigga. 4 if you add the sauce on top. That sound like some broke shit. It's ground meat, which used to be the most lowest forms of meat you can buy. It used to be. Bread. Stale ass bread. You break that bitch up, crumble it down, turn it to dust, and eggs. Some of the most cheapest shit you can get from the grocery store. You put that shit on the bowl with a little bit of seasoning. If we had no seasoning, it was just hopes and dreams inside the bowl. You put ketchup on top of that bitch, threw it in the oven, and then 30 minutes to 45 minutes later, an hour if you want that bitch to be completely cooked all the way through but dry. See, it's 45 minutes. If you take it out and you let that bitch sit, it'll still cook through, and you won't get none of the juices out. Of hours when you cook it all the way through because you're afraid that bitch gonna be raw in the middle. It's ground meat. Ground meat don't get raw in the middle, nigga. But like I was saying, you cook that bitch all the way through. I mean, you cook that bitch all the way to 45 minutes, you let it sit. You get you another struggle meal, which is a baked potato. A lot of y'all niggas don't know that a baked potato was a struggle food. See, a lot of y'all is just, what's the word, spoiled. And I don't appreciate how y'all take it for granted all the things that used to be struggle foods. You feel like, did you know a po' boy was a struggling man's meal? Lobster used to not be a luxury item. It was at a point in the 1930s where if you had lobster on a piece of bread, you were the brokest nigga in the town. But see, it was the tourists that came from other parts of the world or other parts of the United States then that realized, oh, this is pretty good. And it made the diners be like, well, shit, since they fuck with it, let's hype the price up. Capitalism. That's the reason why you can't enjoy lobster today. That and your religion, because if you're Christian, you can't eat shellfish. Look at all the Christians in the back that didn't know that. Nigga, what? I can't have shrimp. No. The Bible says to not eat anything that does not have scales, comes inside a shell, or does not have eyes on the side of its head. You ever notice that goats, cows, chicken, deer have eyes on the side of their head? Is it on the side or the front of their head? How do I quote this? I think it's on the front of their head. No, because eyes on the side of their head. Because predators have eyes on the front of their head. Yeah. So if you out there eating the goddamn alligator, you a sinner. Which is crazy because alligators have 60 grams of protein per serving. You know how easy it would be to get my macros? If you haven't noticed, I'm a pretty huge dude. I may wear jackets all the time, but that's just to distract you from the fact that I don't want you to see me for my body because I'd rather not be sexualized by you. You feel me? Yeah, I'm a grown-ass man afraid of getting sexualized. It has happened. I am a victim. And I'm not saying that for comedic purposes. I'm being for real. But back to these struggle meals. It was at a point where you couldn't even eat ribs. Because if you weren't rich, it was a point where you couldn't have ribs and not think that you were broke. Because ribs were considered the lesser meat of the pig, of the deer, of the cow. I don't know why it took me so long to realize what the name of a cow was. Well, frankly, I don't eat it, so. And that's not for religious purposes. That's literally because I just can't eat a lot of cow meat because I will get sick. I tried. Realized later that it's a protein in that bitch I just can't eat. Let me stop saying because I know what I want to say. It was at a point where you could eat ribs and not be able to say, yeah, we eating good tonight. No. Ribs literally have not enough meat on the bone to be considered a luxury meal. Because since you couldn't get the most meat back then around, probably like around slavery, because ribs and all forms of barbecue was created around slavery. That was considered the lesser meat because it had less meat on it. So they would give it to slaves. They would cook it over the grill inside the ground. They would throw whatever leftover seasonings the plantation master did what. And then one day, master was like, you know what, that shit smelling kind of good. I'm gonna go over there. He walked up, he said, what is this? He was like, this is just the leftovers you gave us. You know, we're just enjoying ourselves. He took one peek. Slaves couldn't have ribs no more. He made them slaves, or she made them slaves, cook that shit in the crib. The more you know. Did you know the first sandwich was made by a slave? The first sandwich ever made was a roast beef sandwich. And it was made while the plantation owner was hungry, but he was hungry and he was playing poker with his friends. He didn't want to get his new cards dirty, so he commanded his slave women to go into the kitchen and make him something that he can eat with his hands without dirtying his cards. And those women sat in there and took a loaf of bread, sliced that bitch, roast beef that was left over from the last time's dinner. Put the sauce on the bread, put the meat on the bread, in between it, put it on the plate, place it in front of him, and he was able to enjoy that. And that's how the first sandwich was made. Fact check me. I don't give a fuck. Why I gotta lie to you? I don't give a damn about you. And if I didn't give a damn about you, or if I did give a damn about you, I still would lie. I do not care enough to lie to you, nigga. Fact check me. What else is considered a struggle meal that not many people realize is a struggle meal? I mean, we all know this because Pixar told us this. Ratatouille or spaghetti, those are struggle meals. Did you know spaghetti is not a main course? Spaghetti is meant to be eaten with another food. Look at all the niggas in the back who's like, we been telling the white folk. We know, nigga, we know. Spaghetti is not something that you just eat by itself, nigga. Spaghetti is a side. Anything that is noodles, meat, and sauce is not considered the main course. If you go to Italy, they will be showing you that, hey, bro, this is some shit that we put on the plate later. It's like spaghetti there, or anything with noodles, sauce, and meat is like macaroni and cheese to us. White people will still eat a bowl of macaroni and cheese and call that shit dinner, nigga. That is a side. That is not the main course. My bad. I got so angry the music turned off. And I had to sit there and explain this to a white woman once. It was like, what do you mean spaghetti should be enough? It was like, it's not a full balanced meal. It was like, how is it not? It was like, because spaghetti by itself is just a side. You think about it, you have spaghetti, then you have bread, which would mean that you just have two sides on your plate. If you had spaghetti, bread, and then salad, that'd be a full meal. You just can't eat spaghetti by itself. It was like, no, that's not right. It was like, no, it is right, because that's what Italian people do. And I showed her a video of what Italians consider a main course meal. It is like just like how we do it. A main meat, a noodle, or like a carb, because the The spaghetti is a carb. Just because it has meat in it doesn't make it the main course. Do you have a bread, which is no. Noodles are like starch and carbs, and then the bread is just carbs, and then it's the salad. Black people been eating catfish and spaghetti for I don't know how fucking long. Okay with that. The main meal is the catfish. Spaghetti is what comes afterwards. You feel me? And since we're on the topic of spaghetti, fuck spaghetti. I hate spaghetti. No, I don't want to come over to the crib and get a hot bowl of spaghetti from you, shawty. I don't know what you did to the spaghetti. And I'm not eating the chicken Alfredo because you probably boiled your panties in the water, and now I got a hex on me and I can't stop thinking about you because it's your fault. You feel me? I ain't about to go through all this with you. I don't want the chicken parmesan. I don't want the goddamn. I don't even want the rotel, nigga. I don't know. I'm cool. You feel me? And don't make me no lasagna because I don't want meat, noodle, and cheesecake. I'm not eating that. I'm good. I will be all right. I will starve. I will starve, nigga. I got slices of bread at home. I'll just toast that bitch with some butter. You feel me? Y'all niggas never had a syrup sandwich. Y'all niggas never just had to put the oven on broil, get sliced bread, put it in the oven, and then put syrup on top of that bitch, and that was the closest thing to French toast you could get. Y'all never had to go through that. Nigga, focus on me. Fuck is you talk about? You feel me? You never had to go through that. Y'all niggas never had to... Let me calm down. Because it ain't that deep. But this is my life story, and I need y'all to understand that we not all in the same boat sometimes. You just watching my boat while you in your boat thinking that we in the same boat, but it don't work like that. You feel me? See, we on the same ocean, but we ain't in the same vehicle. We on the same road, but we ain't in the same automobile. You feel me? See, nigga, it was a time where I was only able to afford stale gas station chicken. I mean, the rubbery shit that's left over that was under the heat lamp for too long. Then they said, oh, it's just $1 a wing. I was fucking that shit up, hurt my stomach. I was down to my last $20 and it was like, shit, I can either put this shit in the tank or I could put some in my stomach and not be hungry for the day. Hey, let me get 10 on 2. Let me get 5 of them wings right there. You feel me? I'm paying all the bills in the crib. Get no appreciation for this shit. And don't nobody give a damn about me, bro. I'm black. Nobody gave a damn about me, nigga. I was taking care of an entire family. And I was a child, nigga. This is what I'm saying. I was a child. Been working ever since I was 12 years old, nigga. I've been struggling. I know what struggle feels like. You feel me? I'm not trying to go struggle for struggle because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that y'all don't know what it's like to get as far as I've gotten in life and be able to brag about it. And where I'm at, some people may be like, well, it's not that impressive, but it's still niggas mad at me because I even made it this far. You feel me? I got my own 4 walls to call mine. My own whip to drive, you feel me? That bitch don't break down every couple of miles, you feel me? The fact I'm able to do this shit right now on internet, that's a blessing within itself, you feel me? The fact I got these clothes on my body and none of them got holes in it. Besides the ones that are for my arms, my neck, my legs. That's a blessing within itself. And I can honestly say that, nigga, fuck you. You don't know what it's like to be on my side of the street. See, you got green grass over there, nigga. But you looking over here, they're like, yeah, bro, we got the same struggle. No, you don't, nigga. You been pampered your entire life, nigga. Stop playing with me. Your parents did the right thing, nigga. You a safe ass kid. You a good ass boy. I was outside, nigga, on concrete, on feet, doing dumb shit for no reason. I was breaking into cribs when I was a kid, bro. I ain't trying to hood max on you. I'm just letting you know the maximum of the extent I had to go in order to make it even this far in life, and I'm only 26. Used to break into cribs and steal old electronics and pawn them bitches, just so I can pay the light bill. Again, I was 12 years old, nigga, with a mother that did not want to work. She was able to, she just didn't feel like it. You know how hard it is to live amongst a woman that doesn't want to try hard. She just wants you to do everything. And then she tells you that you're not doing enough. Bitch, I sacrificed my childhood for you. What do you mean? So the fact that I'm out here risking my life just because you can't see it, apparently I ain't doing it, that's crazy. Bitch, I ran away from home a couple of times. Came back because I was like, I know if I don't come back, this motherfucker is not gonna be able to live without me. I currently don't talk to that woman right now. Gotta stop feeling sorry. Did the music get louder or am I tweaking? I gotta be tweaking. How about I turn the microphone down and we'll be cool. Shit, some days I sit back and I realize that as much as people be out here saying like they've been through shit, I don't feel like a lot of people been through enough to appreciate what they got. And I don't want to sound cliche, but it is true. Like, a lot of people don't realize what they got until that bitch gone. You know how many people I hear complaining about the fact like, oh man, I didn't realize that I had it that good until such and such just won't hear it no more, or until this thing was taken away from me. Like, I honestly do regret it, man. Like, I wish I would have just sat there and appreciated it a little longer. It was like, you didn't appreciate it when you had it in the first place. That's why I get taken away from you. You talk about you would appreciate it a little more if you had it a little longer. No, you didn't appreciate it while it was with you. You thought, oh man, well, if I got this, I get something better. Nigga, this is the extent of the best you can get. A lot of y'all don't even realize you got the best you could get ever in your life from either something or a situation. And when you fucked it over, you couldn't get nothing else better than that. You sin in your sorrow right now, try to convince yourself that your delusions of it's always gonna be something better. It's gonna be a man that's gonna do more than the one I had. It's gonna be a woman that did more than the one I had. And you ain't met them yet. Where you gonna find it, my nigga? Where is it? It just ain't meant for me yet. It was never meant for you to find it after what you was already getting. See, you wanted to get to the finish line without actually doing any of the training for that marathon that you was going on. See, you wanted the race to be quick. You wanted that big body blessing right now. See, we don't put blessings in the microwave, nigga. I done said all this shit about struggling to let you know that so sometimes you gotta go through shit to appreciate that you even got shit to be mad about having or not having, nigga. You know how, hey, you know how many women I have met that said that they had a good man and they fucked it all up by faking that it was gonna be another man that was gonna be better? How many homies I done had that had a woman that any man would be glad to have, treat them the right way. She respects you. She respects you. She treats you right. She's kind to you. She loyal, like undyingly loyal. She'll bark at a nigga and throw up on him if he ever try to get at her. You feel me? I've had homies that had females like that, and they was like, nah, man, it's just this one chick that's down the street. I'm trying to see where she heading now. That nigga single right now. Single right now. Miserable as fuck. Talk about like, man, I'm just out here getting to these hoes. I know you're not fucking, bro. I know you're not fucking. Don't nobody want you. Because you think everything is supposed to get better if you mistreat it. It don't work that way. Women do it, men do it, all of y'all suck. Y'all talk about like, I don't want to have a struggle love. A lot of y'all is only having struggle love because you struggle to be loved. And that's your fault. That don't got shit to do with me. You feel me? That don't got shit to do with what shawty, what bro was doing for you. A lot of times y'all got to realize that y'all don't put proper boundaries in your relationships. Y'all be putting huge expectations based off the people that you met in the past, and they ain't none like the person that you with right now. And if they are exactly like the person you with right now and you keep coming into struggles, that's because you keep choosing the same storyline and not realize you can progress to the next part of the stage. Imagine playing a video game and you played the same mission over and over again, like a Radiant quest. Eventually you gonna get pissed. Because damn, I don't even want to do this Radiant quest. I don't want to do all these other things again to get the same result. So if you don't want to do that in a video game, why would you do that in your relationship? Why would you do that in your friendship? Why are you picking friends that don't want to become better versions of themselves in life? You feel me? Why are you around family members that want to do the same shit every day and they ain't getting nowhere? Why are you okay with that? Why are you sitting here just allowing yourself to be, for lack of better words, stagnant and content in the misery that is only being brought to you by the company in which you keep? That's your fault. But I'm weird because I don't want to be around that shit. It's cool. I'm over here preaching and shit. I'm not even a preacher. I'm over here spitting that real shit, and I ain't even, hey, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. A lot of y'all not even realizing that most of the shit that you don't got, the only reason you don't got it because you don't want it that much. And I know that sounds self-explanatory. You may be like, but I just want to make more money. You ain't started a side hustle yet. I want that promotion. You ain't working like you want a promotion. I want a girlfriend. You ain't doing the necessary things in order for you to have a girlfriend. You don't know what standards you want to uphold in a relationship to have a girlfriend. You don't know what type of aesthetic of a girlfriend you want. I mean, not aesthetic, what archetype of a girlfriend you want. You don't know if you want the queen. You don't know if you want the jester. You don't know if you want the mage. You don't know if you want, these are real archetypes. Search these. You don't know if you want any of I do believe it's 12 archetypes of women. You don't know which one you want. You just know you want a girlfriend, and you wonder why you keep getting the toxic ones, because you don't know your archetype. You just sit here throwing shit at the wall, hoping that it stick. It don't work like that. You talk about you want a boyfriend, but you want the boyfriend that everybody else want, not the boyfriend that's right for you. That's your fault. You want a nigga that is a trend. This is real life, nigga. The internet does not matter once you put your phone down. Really think about that. Once you put your phone down, the internet don't matter. You are not connected to the Wi-Fi when you just go outside and live life. But if you do everything for the internet, you can never truly be happy with what you got in life. Where my sage at? No, where my Palo Santo at? Where my lighter at? God damn it. I'll be right back. Little lighter ASMR for y'all fuck niggas. Yeah. Wayne really started an entire revolution. He had niggas doing dumb shit on the mic. Wayne was doing lighter flicks. These niggas like, I ain't got no lighter in the booth. They started jangling they chains in the mic and shit. These niggas in there, they got the mic on loud, doing dance moves as hard as they can, so you can hear their whole outfit, nigga. So what you do? I'm trying to make sure they hear the fit, nigga. This Armani, they gotta hear the fabrics, nigga. Sit your ass down. He was like, I spent 7 bands on this fit. Somebody gotta hear this motherfucker. They couldn't see me in it, they gotta hear it. Nigga, muscle memory almost kicked in. I almost hit this bitch. Almost. Don't mind me, nigga. I'm just enjoying myself on the internet. We chaotically cozy. And cozily chaotic, nigga. The way it's supposed to be. The way it gotta be. Cause if I don't do it, who gonna do it? It ain't many niggas on the internet that's doing this shit just for the vibes. Just to make your day better. It's niggas that's only doing this so they can flex on you. You ain't even know it. Your favorite Twitch streamer probably just streaming so you can see how good his life is or her life is compared to yours. They saying they putting subliminal shots. Like, shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't trust a fuck nigga that can't up 10 band. So you just watching that nigga. You gifted him $10. Like, yeah, big bro, I fuck with you on that one. You ain't even got 10 bands in your pocket. He talking about you. You the reason he got 10 bands. That nigga was just broke a year ago. But there is a little bit of truth in that shit, because I can't trust a nigga that don't got 1 band. What you mean you don't have at least $1,000 in your savings account? Motherfuckers be like, it's hard to save $1,000. It's not hard to save $1,000. I done said this shit so many times, bro. If you saved $10 a week, $10 a week, that's $40 a month. It would it take you a while to get there? Yes, it would, but guess what? When you get your income taxes, you don't have to blow it. You do know that, right? How many of y'all niggas didn't realize that you was able to put your rent on your taxes? If you add up your rent for 12 months and then you put the tax amount, such as the service fee, you add that on top of it, and then you like how much they tax you for that apartment, if your apartments get taxed, you add that up and they will give you back pay for that because it contributes to something. How many of y'all didn't know that those dollars that you donate to Riley Children's Hospital at McDonald's? I know y'all niggas love McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's. You know, like, I'm gonna say Panda Express because I fuck with Panda Express. Well, not really. I only eat it when I feel like it, and which is rarely. What could I? Well, just for the analogy, those dollars and like 25 cents. Excuse me. You know you can use those donations so you get back pay for it. You get a bigger state tax and depending if the federal level or the state level taxes food, you can get back taxes for that. Nigga, you can get back taxes on on anything that has to tax you when you use it. Groceries. Imagine how much groceries you buy throughout the year. Imagine how much groceries you buy throughout the year. If you were to spend $200 a month on groceries and you add that shit up, hear me out, that's $2,400 in groceries, maybe more, depending on how many people you're feeding. If they tax food in your state, federally or locally, you can get back taxes for that, nigga. You over here settling for $100 and $900, nigga. You can get 2 bands off these niggas. Shit, 3 bands, 5 bands off these niggas. And motherfuckers say you got a kid on your taxes. No, you can get back pay for almost anything that you do in America if you are on the blue collar level. It's so fucking easy. So y'all niggas think I'm playing. I'm being dead serious. y'all do y'all taxes and you just you go to TurboTax and you let the computer fill in everything. You don't even realize that some of them boxes on your tax return form ain't even filled in because you got to do some of the math yourself. Y'all niggas be going right past the donation tab, right past the other expenses, right past the tab that says, do you have any investments in whatever? Or do you have any loans that you're paying off? Like, you can get back pay for that shit. It may not be a lot. You can get like accredited points and those turn into dollars. It's a nigga that just did their taxes, didn't, and typed right past that shit, didn't realize that's what he was doing.
So nigga, that's what that mean. Damn. See, I was just sitting on money.
You was sitting on money. Could've got you 3 bands. Could've got you 3 bands.